Can you see? Look at that thing. That's one of the smaller ones.
But could that actually be? Are you sure that's a male squirrel?
Yes, I am.
You think those are boobs?
No,
No,
boobs.
not
No,
boobs.
gotta look-
Talking about something else. I don't know.
You think it
I
might
think it's.
Oh my gosh! Well, then not only
That girl's been getting worked over.
I told him maybe it is a chick. I don't know.
Let me
Yeah,
see.
I don't know.
Hand me this cracked phone so I
Yeah.
can see.
Watch your fingers. You might cut them.
I'm not sure.
Either way, Kev, the private parts of the squirrels over in the villages are immense.
Massive.
They
And
are.
he seems to be smiling for the picture
I
too,
know.
which is the most fantastic part.
I told you.
Male or female, this squirrel is proud of their junk.
Kevin, Virginia, and Jason are live on 97.9 WRMF and the KVJ Show app.
It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Well, hello. Welcome to the KVJ Show. Happy Thursday. What's going on, everybody?
Hello.
How y'all doing today?
Good. Sleepy. Oh, I was having dreams about being pregnant.
Uh-oh. Okay, I am on it.
Foreshadowing,
It
huh?
was weird. I was full on pregnant too.
Wow.
I was like waiting to deliver.
Do we have another KVJ baby on the way?
No, do not say that. The factory is closed.
Mama's
it is.
old. Come on.
I mean, I am old.
You're not too old to have a baby?
No, but yes.
No, but yes. Okay.
It's saying something like pregnancy dreams symbolize an aspect of yourself or some aspect of your personal life that is growing and developing. Being pregnant in your dream may also represent the birth of a new idea, direction, project, or goal. For those who are actually pregnant, then the dreams are more about the anxieties of pregnancy.
Interesting.
Okay.
Well, I'm not actually pregnant, so
So you're birthing something else in your life? Do you have another project that is going on here? That
The pool.
yeah, the pool, the crawfish festival.
Okay.
It all makes sense. It all plays.
You got so many projects here.
In the dream, were you happy you were pregnant? Were you excited?
Yeah, I think I was. I was like,
Okay.
I was feeling like for the baby, and I'm like, is the baby kicking? And then all of a sudden, the baby started kicking, and I was like, whoa! And then I could see the baby.
This is so easy.
I mean, you could see the baby.
Like I could see
Through your
inside
stomach? You
my
had, like-
stomach.
You had kind of like a window.
I guess
That'd actually be kind of. Would that be awesome, or would it be the freakiest thing ever if stomachs had windows?
Awesome.
It'd be awesome.
Awesome.
Because as a woman who's been pregnant, I will tell you all the time, you're always freaking out. Is the baby okay? If you could see the baby and see that it's okay, and you fear all these crazy things like, is the umbilical cord wrapped around the neck?
Yeah.
Is something weird going on? Is the baby breathing? Is the baby moving? Is the baby okay?
But
Like,
could it make you too crazy? Like maybe the baby's just chilling out and sleeping. They're going, oh my gosh.
This is an easy one to analyze. You take so much pride in cooking crawfish. This is your baby, so to speak, and you have such anxiety about the preparations. Am I getting the right seasoning? Am I doing enough? Am I going to explain it right? You're nervous about the crawfish boil coming up because you care so much about it. You're happy, but you're nervous.
You're right. That's true. What if I looked in the window and the baby was a crawfish?
You have been having a lot of dreams about babies. Last week was baby Jaybird.
I know.
Interesting. Yeah.
Very interesting.
Interesting.
You eating boiled eggs before you go to bed?
I'm not.
All right, good. Because it's gross, for one.
I say, yeah. It's-
And two, I think I might mess up your dreams.
I save those for coming in here and eating those around you so you can be like disgusted.
she does, yeah. Somebody said that maybe you know somebody that's pregnant and they haven't announced it yet. Is that possible?
Denny's?
I don't.
Okay.
I wish.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying they've got the dreams that they're pregnant. So it's apparently a very common dream.
To go back to your little theory about being able to see people's stomach, were you just talking about pregnant people or are you talking everyone's stomach? you could see what's going on with the window.
I'd say I'd take it to everybody.
Okay, I thought it would be cool because I thought you were just talking about the pregnancy because you could see the baby. I don't know, man. You're getting busy with somebody and they just ate a bunch of beef stew. And
Right.
I don't know.
You'd see it.
You know what? After
Yeah.
analyzing it more, I'm out.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Because how would you just make it so you're pregnant? So the minute you get pregnant, a window opens up on your stomach. I mean, we'd all have to be born with windows, right?
Look, this is your crazy thing.
Yeah,
That's
this
my
is your
crazy
fantasy. Can you grow a window when you get pregnant and then it goes away
That's
after
just
you
too crazy,
deliver?
Virginia.
I don't know.
That's too crazy.
That might be part of it with the pregnancy. The part of the magic of pregnancy is the window appears on
Okay,
your
what if we
stomach.
could do it like an airplane window? Where it has that thing that you could open up and you could close it.
It's got a shade.
Yeah, shade. Yeah, so you pretty much always keep it closed because it's just gross. But then if you want to be going, okay, all right. Am I hungry? Oh, no, I got food in there. You know, you see?
My friend just texted me, going, "Hey, did you go smoke a joint before you got on the air today?"
Yeah, baby.
Is Denny's putting it in the air conditioning?
I don't know, but I like how this conversation got real weird real quick.
Celebrating 420 4 days early. That's how we do it.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, cause you know we need that dirt of the day.
I think we're celebrating 2 days early.
Yeah, you're right. It's the 18th.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, I got to update my calendar the right way then.
Because
Dude,
the
I-
Crawfish Festival and 420 are on the same day.
I thought it was Tuesday.
That's right, yeah.
I get it. It's hard to keep all these days together.
Well, when you're stoned, you're always 2 days off.
And plus, you got Easter, you got 420. There's a lot of things that.
A lot of things.
This is the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What do you have on your mind today, Jay Bird?
Well, my dad's back in town. He came in town early because of, Ann's passing, and we were talking about something we want to start doing. We want to start getting into some doubles tennis tournaments together.
Okay.
And I think here's going to be the issue. My dad takes tennis seriously. He's a true competitor. You know me, Virginia. I'm a showman. I'm all about how it looks out there. I want to go out there goofy with the Nard huggers on, the big old tennis afro, do all the stuff that we did, and wear matching outfits. I don't know if my dad's going to be cool with doing that.
Oh, come on,
I know,
Randy.
I know, but I think that would be so fun. I don't know if you guys have ever been to one of the adult tennis tournaments. It is pretty awesome because people take it pretty damn
Oh, I bet,
seriously.
yeah.
It is intense, man. I don't know if they want a goofball like me on the circuit. But if we do that, you guys got to come. I want to make so much noise. They would not know what to do with that.
No, they probably wouldn't, but I could see your dad. Just follow me.
All right.
I could see your dad in tight spandex little shorts, like rainbow or glitter, like really like jazzy. Your dad's got nice legs like you do.
Well, thank you.
You got your dad's legs.
Yeah, no,
Well-defined calf muscle. I mean, you and your dad both belong in super tight spandex bike shorts.
Well, there you go.
I know I'm having a rough week, but you don't have to keep giving me compliments. It's all right.
I'm serious.
You have nice legs.
He's really laying it on thick over here.
Your feet are hideous, but your legs are great.
Well, I appreciate the kind words about my
Yeah.
legs, but yeah, I think that'd be kind of fun. That's the next move.
It'd be cool, but I don't see him doing it.
No,
Yeah.
and I know you wanted to start playing and training with my dad as well.
I like come out there and knock it around a little bit. Now, I'm not good, but maybe I would be able to, in my youth and exuberance, give him a little bit of a, competition.
There's a 3-way we can do.
Well,
Oh, that did not come out well.
Have you run this by your dad?
Oh my God.
He might be the tougher sell than Kevin.
This might be the way to get him to do the goofy costumes. You throw out the 3-way idea, be going, let's go with the first one instead.
Well, I mean, there's
Yeah.
a game that you can play with 3 people called Australian doubles. So
Really?
yeah.
Okay.
It's a 3-way, so to speak.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
All
so,
right.
yeah,
I
three-
might need more info on that first.
All clothes are on, I promise.
Okay.
But you have to be in those tight bike shorts too.
Okay.
The spandex.
All right, something to look into. What you got on your mind today, Virginia?
So I'm all into this crawfish stuff this weekend, and there's going to be 3 cooking demos that happen. Well, actually 4, but I'm a part of 3 of them on Saturday, and I wanted to run them by you guys and see what you think. So one of them, I'm doing a traditional crawfish boil, showing everybody how to break it down, do the crawfish boil. One of them, I thought it'd be fun to do a spicy cocktail demo and incorporate like spicy crawfish flavors into cocktails. Do you
Okay.
think it's too crazy, or do you think it might work?
No, well, for me, I love spicy Bloody Marys. And Bloody Marys is one of those things where either you can do it really well or not at all. And, my wife and I will go through and we'll always try Bloody Marys at places. And we got a big old check mark by the ones that are good and the ones that are not. And you can eyeball a Bloody Mary and you can tell if it's going to be good or not.
I like them dark.
Yes, exactly. That's how you know.
Yes.
If you get one that looks all tomato juicy, you're like, ugh.
So
Yeah.
I think we're going to be doing a...
You can totally make that work
Totally.
for people who love spicy Bloody Marys.
Have you ever had a bourbon bacon Bloody Mary? So instead
Yes.
of the traditional vodka, there's like
No,
this bourbon,
I've not.
this bacony,
Yeah.
rich bourbon
Oh my gosh, that
with
sounds
the.
great.
Okay, I had it introduced to me the other night at Fork and Cork.
Yes.
And immediately on the spot, we signed the guy with this special bourbon that made this special Bloody Mary. So he's going to be at the Crawfish Festival. I've got to get you to try this bourbon bacon Bloody
I'm in.
Mary. It
That
is
sounds amazing.
so dark and rich.
Sounds
and
amazing.
depth.
Oh, spicy Bloody Mary. It sounds real good.
Oh, no,
Not
they're
my
so
game.
good, man. If you love Bloody Marys, if you love the spicy Bloody Mary game, yeah, they are fantastic. And probably number 1 on my list, I love the mix they have at Yard House. They do a great job. It's nice
Okay.
and thick. Yeah.
Yard House does a great job. I love
They
that
do.
restaurant.
Yeah, just a heads up to anybody who loves their Bloody Mary spicy and thick. That is probably number 1 on our list.
I got a question for you about your presentation coming up.
Yes.
Is Mama doing this stone cold sober, or what's the deal here?
Stone cold sober. You know, when I take something serious, I'm sober.
Okay, well,
You're drunk half the time on the show.
Yeah, well,
you don't think one drink?
I can't, because as soon as I'm finished all my work, like the cooking demo part, then I'll have a drink.
Only reason why I say it is because I had talked to you before about one of your cooking demos, and it was very good, but you were a little stiff. You were a little nervous, you could tell.
I know.
Don't
Loosen
have,
up, yeah.
Don't have 4 drinks.
fine
'cause
line,
that,
yeah.
That's, but, we want your personality to come out.
All right, maybe I'll have one.
You were too nice in the last video. You get a little zing going. Zinging the crowd. When we did our thing in Port St. Lucie, what did we do? We did a lasagna off?
We did a lasagna cook-off, and I was about 5 champagnes in.
Oh, she was drinking champagne. She was zinging me left or right. She had the whole Port St. Lucie crowd in stitches.
Oh, I bet.
They were laughing
Oh,
so
I
hard.
bet.
I was in tears because she was really zinging the hell out of me. But it was good.
There was free samples of Prosecco. I don't know if you ever seen the free sample booth, but I took advantage.
Oh, I
Yeah.
saw because I went up with you. We went up. I'm not counting. Like 19 different times. Hey, Mama needs a tap it off.
Tap off Mama.
Tap off our
Mama
free
needs tapped
refill.
off. Yeah, just...
It's already free, and I'm asking for free refills.
She was on that day. I'm just saying,
That was about 4 pops in.
be spicy like your dish. That's all I'm saying.
You know what I saw last night? The restaurant that you were talking about, how you went and had that great dinner, the presentation.
Evo.
Yes.
Yeah, they celebrated their 12th anniversary,
Yeah.
so they added 12 new items to the menu permanently. That's a big deal.
Yeah, well, you know what I saw? I didn't realize this. And I was like, oh, that's the same restaurant Virginia was at. Jason Newsted used to be the bass player in Metallica. And he
Yes.
did all the artwork there. And I saw that, and I was like, apparently he's really good friends with the head chef. And the head chef
Yes.
left the restaurant. He noticed that there was a lot of blank spaces on the walls. And so he measured out all the spaces, created the artwork for it, and then came in and surprised him by hanging his art in there. Jason Newsted, if you know the band Metallica, he was with them pretty much like the late 80s into the 90s through pretty much a lot of their heyday.
He and Chef Eric are friends.
Yeah, he's in like Jupiter
Yes.
Island now.
He's a local.
yeah.
He's right in that same area.
I like that dude. I've seen him in a lot of interviews. I know he got hazed a lot in the beginning
He
of
did,
Metallica, and he got to a point where he wanted to do his own music as well.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they were cool with that.
Right.
And he's like, yeah, screw it, I'm doing it.
Yeah, and he does a ton of art now. He's got his own little art studio, kind of like up on I think a canal up there where he lives.
yeah, and he does does a lot of his parties at Evo. I've been to
Okay.
Evo, like when he was on the cover of In Jupiter magazine.
Yeah.
he did his launch there at Evo, and he was playing music for the crowd.
Oh, that's too
and
cool.
Rocco was just watching him, and I'm
Yeah.
like, Rocco, you don't even know how cool this moment is. Like you're watching
It
a
is.
legend.
He was my first concert. Was seeing Jason Newsted with Metallica.
That's so
it's
cool.
weird in our
Yeah.
area that we have those kind of celebrities. I didn't know he was even here. And then the guy from the Sister Hazel, doesn't he live down
Jet,
there? These
yeah.
are guys that are in pretty, these bands
Yeah.
had hits, and I mean, Metallica's huge.
That's why, yeah, when we did the South Florida Biggest Celebrities of '64, and when we were done, I was like, man, there was a bunch that, like a Jason Newsted, that
Didn't even know about.
Yeah, or we just forgot about when we were putting together the list. I was like, yeah, okay, it'd been interesting to put him on there.
It's too many. Maybe we need more than 64.
Yeah, I think honestly, yeah, we were getting up to around 80, and we were like, gosh, there was a lot that we'd left off, kind of like on that caliber.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just kind of neat. I mean, I had no idea one of the guys from Metallica was here locally.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
We were leaving. I guess I can say it now because he's not there now. But we were leaving Evo that same night, and Joe Torre was sitting in there eating.
Oh no way! Oh,
Yeah.
So, okay, Evo is the
place.
The place.
If
All
you
right.
live up in the
Really?
Jupiter
Wow,
Island,
that's so cool.
to Cuesta, like the
Yeah.
fancy part, like there's a lot of celebs that come through there.
Was everyone like, "Oh, there's Joe Torre," or was that just you?
Everybody was being cool. Nobody was bugging him. You know, they put him kind of in an area where there was like these crystal bead curtains hanging from the ceiling. So unless you knew he was back there, you didn't know he was back there.
Right.
But you know me, I'm always going to take a peek.
Yeah.
So I went around the other side of the bar where I could see from the angle that
Yeah.
it was him.
Oh, that's
Panda
cool.
was freaking out
Oh, I
because Panda
bet.
is a massive Yankees fan.
And if you don't know, he's the guy that managed the Yankees through so many of their world championships. I think like what, 4? Something
Oh,
like
he's
that?
also
And,
a former MVP when he played. I mean,
yeah, it
Joe
goes
Torre's
on and
a
on,
legend.
Yeah, he is. Wow, that's very
Yeah,
cool.
It was kind of cool to be in that space and just
Okay.
celebratory. I told you that was one of the best dinners I've ever had.
Wow.
It was just lovely. I just felt like I was in my zone.
You are. That's your zone. That's your thing.
Does the Jason Newsted cat? Does he still play? Does he still do music?
Yeah, I think he does. Now, I don't know. I think he kind of like jumps into different bands. Like I said, I watched that Netflix special, Higher Gun, and I think he was on that a little bit.
Okay.
He's kind of in that category. He's a very accomplished musician, but yeah, he's just kind of like a man without a country right
He
now.
can go to anybody if they need a studio
Yeah.
musician. Go, oh, we got to do. Yeah, okay, that's
or
cool.
he'll pop into other groups and kind of tour. In fact, I'd even seen like Alice Cooper has a group that he's put together. It's he and Johnny Depp. And so Alice Cooper's one of those guys that always has these phenomenal musicians that are with him with whatever he does. And so, yeah, right now he's got this group called Hollywood Vampires that he's put together with Johnny Depp and Joe Perry from Aerosmith.
Okay.
And they're going to be releasing an album in June. So, yeah, he'll do projects like that. What I got on my mind here today is if you have SunPass, like I do, and I've got it, in all our cars, when, we first got to South Florida back in the day, where they actually used to put people in those little booths, and you used to have to stop, or at least, I remember it went from that to giving people actual money to then you would check your change in the basket and the technology, like, oh, that's cool, check and change in the basket. And now you just zip on through because you got the little transponder thing that is there. Seems like it's all good, but it's one of those things where, we got our credit card bill and it goes to whatever and it pays and you don't even think about it. There's a dude in Delray Beach that says his SunPass transponder was getting charged for all these toll roads, and he's looking at me going, I've never been on that road. Like, how am I being charged for this?
That sucks.
He started noticing it on his SunPass account, and my wife might check. I don't know. I don't check anything. I have no idea what's going on. I'm just, so it's one of
Leaf in the wind.
Yeah, I'm worried about other things. I'm
Right.
like, let me take care of this. I'll make the money and you spend it and watch it. So, his SunPass account is getting dinged, all this stuff. And he's like, okay, he would add money whenever he gets below $10, which is what a lot of us do.
Yeah.
And he started getting some of the photos of, hey, look, you didn't pay on this and da-da-da, you're getting charged for that. And he's like going, wait, this is a license plate that's one digit off mine. But it was reading it as his, and he was getting charged for somebody else zipping through all these tolls.
Oh, no.
He calls up SunPass, can't get anybody that can help him out. Calls somebody else from SunPass, can't help him out. He goes through 15 different people at SunPass trying to get this thing answered and helped. Finally, he had to go to the Florida Department of Transportation before anybody could even try to help him because he keeps getting dinged. They say he's been reimbursed $95 so far, and the plate glitch is currently being fixed. But kind of a heads up that you might want to take a look at that, because there are little glitches that apparently can exist if you do that SunPass thing. Just look at it, make sure you're not getting charged for somebody that's got a license plate number that you do.
Yeah, keep up with your account. I mean, how would you even do that? Because I don't get a record of every transaction unless I go below.
Right. That was what happened to him. He was going below, and he's like, why am I going below? I've been using SunPass. And then he started investigating and found out, oh, my gosh, I'm getting charged for somebody else using the toll
Kevin,
roads.
The time it would take.
I know. Well, and then not only that, 15 different people at SunPass he had to go through before he finally said, screw it, went to the Florida Department of Transportation.
You'd be pulling out your fake hair.
Oh,
15
By the way,
people.
it's real hair.
Oh,
it's
sorry.
just,
Yeah, you keep saying that. We got to set the record
Yeah,
straight.
it is real hair. Yeah.
It's just some other guys.
It is. Some other guys, yes. I would go absolutely crazy. I'm like, who has the time for that kind of stuff?
Not me.
Just kind of a heads up, something to pay attention to, that maybe you're getting dinged on stuff that you shouldn't.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Couple interesting texts here about the SunPass story I was talking about. This guy in Delray Beach, he was noticing he was getting dinged for somebody else driving through SunPass. The digit was like one off of his license plate. And somebody said, yeah, SunPass doesn't read your plate unless you don't have a transponder, and it does toll plate instead. So whatever the circumstances were, it was setting this guy up, and every time his SunPass account would go below $10, he would, boost it back up. But he's like going, wait, I'm not taking SunPass or the tolls that much. And he called 15 different people with SunPass before he finally went to the Florida Department of Transportation to say, look, can you help me out? Now, somebody else texted in and said, yeah, SunPass has been charging us too. It's been one digit off my husband's tag, and each time it's a 30-minute call to try to get anybody to help us. So he's a pain in the behind, and other people were getting it too.
So do we need to battle rap SunPass? Is that who we're going after?
Yeah, there's just so many people. I know you got the toll battle rap.
I do.
Yeah.
You're right. Let's go after SunPass. You've made the list.
Yeah, maybe we can crack that out. Somebody else said my sister's car was in an accident. The car went to the junkyard, and they thought they had recovered everything, and they forgot the SunPass. Somebody else got into the car, took it out, and used it, and they were getting dinged.
Oh.
They were getting charged for it.
That happened to me with a rental car. We put our SunPass in it and then forgot to take it out.
Yeah.
Brought the rental car back and then, started getting dinged. I was like, no.
Isn't that crazy?
It's the worst.
Do you get that money back?
You have to go fight it. And for me, they only dinged me a couple of times because there was barely no money left on it.
Yeah, but you get all crazy if it's even $5. I've seen it.
It was less than $5.
Yeah, all right.
I wasn't going to be like all upset for less than $5. The time it takes you to call and complain is not worth $5.
Oh, they know what they're doing. Anytime I call to complain, if they have me on hold for 6 minutes, I'm out. I'm done.
Yeah.
And I never call back, and then I just take it.
They win.
Somebody else texted in and said, my fiance got a letter in the mail that his license was going to be suspended because the toll plaza did not read his transponder, and they never sent us the bill, and it was 4 months past due. So there are some issues with a lot of stuff going on there.
Can you can get your license suspended with the tolls and all that?
I believe so. That's according to what they're saying. I mean, if you're not paying bills.
I hear you. Well, I don't want to sound like I'm bragging, but there was a parking ticket I had from West. I know parking's different from West Palm, and I never paid it. And that was like 4 years ago, and it just mysteriously disappeared. I'm getting no letters. I'm getting nothing.
Maybe you got a secret admirer in the ticket office that wiped your record clean.
But then again, I'm not getting a lot of my mail because I just found out all of the mail from here at work, it all goes to my old address back in Palm Beach Gardens.
The house that you sold?
Yeah. My tax return, like everything. It's been such a to-do. I don't know why.
Such a to-do.
I don't know why they don't have me on file here. They have my original cell phone number. I have off the grid.
And
here.
our boss asked me yesterday, she's like, can you tell Jay Bird I have condolences to give him? I've been trying to text him, but I'm texting his old number. And the person is like, Jay Bird doesn't have this number anymore, but I'm sorry for his loss too.
Oh, my gosh.
You leave a wake of chaos.
I do. I believe it was Twigs from the snack pack. He goes, dude, I'm not kidding you. I have 12 numbers for you.
That's no lie.
No.
And you know me, I'm always trying to stay up on everything, and I keep going. I'm like, okay, now what is his number now? I'm trying to delete from all my contacts.
I know.
You said that you've actually been paying too much in rent and now you just found out about it, and you're like, can you get it back?
I've been paying $10 extra for a while now with my rent, and I just realized it last night, and I'm going, wait a minute, it's this much money. Do I get that money back, or is that, hey, Bird, you made a mistake, and that's the way it goes?
So how many months were you paying $10 extra?
I think we're at like 14 to 16 months.
You can go back and look at your bank statements. I can do a deep dive for you and see exactly how long you've been overpaying, and that should be a credit.
Okay, all right, Mama, I like it.
I will speak to your landlord and say, Mr. Pennington has a credit, and you better adjust what he's due
Ooh,
accordingly.
I like that Mr. Pennington thing. That is good, yeah.
Just to let you know, somebody texted in and said, yes, they can suspend your license. They can also allow you to re-register your car, so your registration will...
I'll do that anyway.
His car hasn't been registered
all right.
in 2 years.
People start to get mad when I sound this irresponsible.
A cop got behind him the other day, and he was literally sweating bullets.
I was shaking like I was driving with a cocaine. It was all, I was like, oh, he's going to pull me over. He's going to pull me over. He didn't pull me over.
He must have been busy. Because, I mean, when you see somebody with their registration 2 years expired.
Yeah, don't send me emails. I got to get my life together. Send those to Kevin. He loves reading those.
Yes. Delete. Somebody said, please go to the DMV website, see if Jaybird's license is suspended. I think we did. I think you're all legit, right? I thought we had done this not too long ago.
I think we did it a year ago. A lot has changed in a year.
So
maybe it's been suspended, but they keep sending it to my old house. The notice.
You don't know your status.
I don't know what's going on here.
somebody else said, I'm a police officer, and I had to write a report about somebody that used a guy's SunPass for 86 cents. How annoying! I had to write the report.
You had to write the report
for
over
86
86 cents.
You can't say sorry, sir. This is not what I'm going to be doing. We're not going to be filing paperwork. You have to take that complaint.
The ink out your pen costs more than that.
That is so annoying.
There you go. That is pretty annoying. So, Jaybird, just when you thought you were safe from Kardashians, they pop up in the birthdays too. Courtney is turning 40 today.
Happy birthday, Courtney.
Can't get away from him. Melissa Joan Hart turns 43 today.
Sabrina.
Yeah. James Woods is 72 and politically charged today.
Oh, he is always on Twitter.
Yes, he is. And the very smart Conan O'Brien is turning 56 today. We found out yesterday he's got an IQ of 160. And I've got our Smart Celebs Part 2 coming up in a second. These are some of the accomplishments that celebrities have made intellectually. Some pretty impressive stuff about some of your favorite musicians, actors. Got a birthday for Kira, turning 9, from Mommy Daddy Soraya, Riley, Caleb, Roxy, Tank, and Reese. Happy 50th to my husband Tom from his wife Teresa. Got a 5th birthday for Brady from Mommy Daddy Julia, Jetty, Zoe, and the Fish. Happy birthday to Emmy Pie from Mommy Daddy Keegan and Buddha the dog. Marco turning 7th. That's from Julie, Mommy Daddy, Wawa and the Pets. Luna, Sonny, and Pepper. Happy birthday to Luigi, the handsome husband, from Rachel and Millie, the pug, all from Gainesville. What's up? How you doing, brother?
Woohoo!
Happy 2nd year anniversary to Mario, love Katarina, and a happy birthday to my hubby Orville from your girls and Buttercup. So, some of the birthdays we got today.
Buttercup.
Oh, yeah.
Orville.
Ooh, good popcorn.
Yeah.
Put some good stuff together there. If you want a birthday on the KVJ Show, just send us an email, mail@kvjshow.com. Yesterday, we were talking about the IQs of some celebrities. And one that we mentioned, Conan O'Brien, 160. His intellectual feats, I didn't know he graduated magna cum laude from Harvard.
Wow.
So he definitely put it to work. Mayim Bialik, we were talking about her yesterday, Blossom. She's got a PhD in neuroscience.
Someone was doing an interview with her, and I don't watch the show she was on, but I guess she plays a scientist, or she is a scientist.
Yeah, she's on Big Bang Theory.
Okay, and the interview goes, so you have to learn all of these things about being a scientist. How hard was that? She goes, actually, I am a scientist in real life in the interview.
Okay, the interviewer is dumb. Doesn't everybody know that?
Apparently not.
That's why you do a little bit of research.
A little
Just
bit.
a tiny
Yeah.
bit.
We found out James Franco is on the high IQ list, too, and he's got a master's in filmmaking from NYU, and he was also accepted to Yale to pursue a PhD in English.
Wow.
So there you go.
He's got swagger.
And brains.
I don't know about
Smart, sexy, good looking.
I don't know about these days. The swagger's been kind of put out a bit.
I don't know.
He's
I know a lot of girls that would still hit it.
He's been, he's got all that. He had the scandal going. You don't remember that? He went away.
What was it?
He was part of the hashtag Me Too stuff.
Oh, he was.
Oh yeah. Well, he went away for. I mean, I don't think he's been around really.
I forgot.
What did he do?
I there's so many different
Did
stories.
he really do it?
I wasn't there. I don't know. What are you asking me for?
Ken Jeong, who you see on TV a lot, he was just a judge on one of those 18 million singing shows that they have. Maybe The Masked Singer is what he was on.
Yeah.
Yeah. He also was in
The Hangover.
Hangover.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, he's a doctor and actually still renews his medical license.
Yeah, he's a fascinating cat. I think we've interviewed him.
Yeah, we have. He's a very nice
He's
guy.
a very nice guy.
John Legend, who lives in Miami, skipped 2 grades and started UPenn at the age of 16.
Wow.
Didn't realize he was so smart. Of course, accomplished at the piano.
I love following him and Chrissy Teigen on social media and their beautiful little family.
Yeah,
Ugh,
cute.
They just got the cutest matching tattoos, Kevin.
And they were just at Disney. I saw them together. So cute.
You would have loved. Kim would love their tattoos.
Yes. Shaquille O'Neal, I didn't realize he's got a doctorate in education from Barry University in Miami.
Wow.
I did not know that. Okay.
Dr. Shaq?
Dr. Shaq. Ashton Kutcher studied biochemical engineering at the University of Iowa, and Tom Hiddleston, Loki, knows 4 languages. Natalie Portman, who was on the IQ list yesterday, and Shakira, who both were on it, both know 6 languages.
Shakira. Oh.
6 languages Shakira speaks.
Oh my
Right?
gosh! I thought I had a crush on her before.
My gosh, I had no idea. So
And thank you
there
to everybody who sends me Shakira videos and gifts, all that stuff.
Shakira gift?
GIFs, whatever the kids are calling it.
I got a gift from Shakira.
It's a bobblehead, but it's only hips.
That's
That's
fun.
a great idea, actually.
she should do that.
The head shouldn't shake, it should be the hips.
Yeah.
That is
Yes.
a great. Write that down. We'll do nothing with it.
So dumb. I guess we're just trying to figure out what we're going to do next on social media, so we come up with stupid challenges.
I mean, I thought the pizza panties was going to take off.
Yeah, you got 2 people that actually jumped in on that.
3 people and a animal, a dog.
They were all dudes.
Yeah.
You were going for chicks. Ain't no chicks did it.
I was going for people just having pizza bring people together. And
Oh.
Yeah, your viral challenge. Yeah, that did not take
it
off.
didn't do anything, man.
Nothing.
I tried it. It was too scandalous.
Thank you to the 3 people who did it. One of them was Panda and that dog. I really do appreciate it.
Well, the new challenge that's taken off on social media, it's called the Shell On Challenge. What it is, you go and find food that still has, quote unquote, its shell on. So that could be eating an entire peanut. It could also include a banana, an orange. An
egg?
It still has the peel on it. You could eat the
A
egg with the
shrimp.
shell. You could eat a shrimp. Yes. You could actually just even bite through the plastic wrap to eat a sandwich or eat a candy bar that still has the wrapper on it. That's still part of the stupid shell on challenge.
This is so dumb.
It's so dumb.
I mean, how bored are you?
So bored, so dumb, and so dangerous. A doctor explains why you shouldn't do this.
Anything that you eat that's not meant to be digested, you can choke on. Risk of breathing that in or choking on it is the biggest thing to me. And then again, it's just not meant to be digested, and so it's not going to move through the GI tract really well, depending how big of a bite of it they take. I don't know that a lot of teenagers think ahead to, I'm going to wash this lemon before I do this challenge. I always encourage parents to be active in their kids' social media accounts. They should always have access to view what kids are posting online, and they should be aware of things that are going around, any of the new challenges coming out, because there's always something new.
Okay.
Wait, it's dangerous to eat plastic?
But you know what's insane? We've got to actually talk about it to let people know.
That is insane.
We have to let people know you should not eat an American cheese slice with the plastic wrapping still on it.
Kids don't eat the whole Snicker bar with the wrapper on. What do we do? What's going on?
What is going on? Why do we have to do this stuff?
Again, I blame it on the internet. I blame it on social media.
It is.
We're too connected.
It's so dumb. So please do not do this. Do the dang pizza challenge.
Yes!
No one died from that.
Somebody's got to do the. I'm not giving up on the pizza panty challenge.
Okay, Bird. Keep the dream alive.
You keep pushing, you might get to 5 people.
I did it. I'm your friend. I work with you. I kind of have to do it.
You didn't do it for real, though. You did it just with your legs. You didn't do it full gorilla. And you know what I mean by full gorilla.
I don't know. You can see part of my business in one of the pictures.
Yeah, right?
It was too exposing.
The one that needs to do it, the Kevin Ralston. He's the only one with the good body on the show.
Yeah,
You
I
have
saw
a
that
good
one
body,
taken
too, for
off. I don't want to participate in something that's a dud, so.
The Kevin Ralston.
I don't want to tie myself down to that stuff, you know.
He don't want to tie himself to
Yeah.
a turd.
Yeah.
That is hurtful.
That ain't taking off, yeah. I don't have time for that kind of stuff.
It's going viral. No, it's not.
One thing that I saw that is kind of fun that we're putting together, I thought it had been posted up on our Facebook, but something magically has happened. There was a video that had come out. Apparently, this woman's kids got into the Clippers, and he decided to give himself a makeshift buzz cut, and also his little sister, who's probably about 3. She had a beautiful head of blonde hair, and the whole back of her head is shaved to nothing. The top part of his head, except for a couple, you can
Random
little things are sticking out. So we're putting together a nice little collage of your kids when they decide to cut their hair. I know my daughter Caitlin did this back in the day. Tried to cut her own hair, huge old hunk, and it just made this big old cowlick.
You're not mad at a parent, are you?
No, you can't
That's
be.
adorable.
It's funny.
Yeah. So if you got one of those, people already start sending in some photos. We'll put together a little montage and some of our favorites, or just some randoms we'll pick out there and we'll post up and give you some concert tickets too. So you can send those to us via email, mail@kvjshow.com, or just drop them onto our social media and we'll go and grab them right there. This is a big week for so many people. And it's not because it's Holy Week. It's because it's 420 in 2 days.
Oh, this is Denny's Super Bowl.
Yes.
I mean, literally, he's going to get a Super Bowl and smoke.
True.
I'm so excited I get to see you on 420.
Oh yeah, and it's on a weekend.
Oh, I mean, you should see him at events. People, he's like the weed messiah. After an event, all these people, Denny's, hey, you smoke with me?
Will you come on stage at the Crawfish Festival when you get there and throw out weed beads?
Oh, absolutely.
All right.
Kind of like the guy.
I need you.
All right, I'll bring my own weed beads too. We'll have a weed bead off.
Can you? What did you say?
A weed bead. Denny's. Is that a joke?
No, I was just trying to say something.
Weed bead.
No, they make them that you can get like I throw Mardi Gras beads,
Beads with
but they have like a pot leaf on them.
Okay.
Not real. It's plastic.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're not smokable.
Denny's might have a real one. I don't know.
Yeah, even some big corporations getting into the 420 deal. Pizza Hut is going to be targeting that stoner crowd by offering their Hershey's triple chocolate brownies for $4.20 on Saturday.
Okay.
Now, not to confuse, they are not weed brownies. There's no pot inside of them.
Boo.
But it's a munchie, if you will.
It is, yeah. Mm-hmm. And then Lyft is offering $4.20 off rides in several major cities.
Oh,
That's cool.
That is neat.
So there you go. A couple things going on there. All right, time for Denny's to do his joke jury here. He's written up the jokes. We just got to sit back and laugh, or he's got to make us laugh.
I mean, people are already in the chat room saying, Denny's, we need a 5 for 5 round. People want to laugh.
Let's see. Well, these two, they usually miss 4 out of 5. So let's see if your odds are better than theirs.
We're terrible.
Yeah.
Let's see. First joke for you guys. How did the guy feel when he was reunited with his long-lost twin?
I don't know. How did he feel?
He was beside himself.
Oh, yeah.
Smart comedy.
Boy, that's
Yeah,
good.
1 for 1.
Boy, that's
really
good stuff.
good.
Okay.
Second joke. What do you call it when one red bird cheats on another red bird?
I don't know. What do you call that?
A cardinal sin.
Oh, right. Okay.
You're thinking.
Yeah.
Getting the wheels turning.
Okay.
Third joke. Where did the British serial killer put his chloroform?
I don't know. Where did he put his chloroform?
Right next to his bloody knife. Bloody.
Ooh, how quickly it turns.
Oh.
Bloody If I was drunk enough, I might laugh at that.
I felt like you knew going into that one.
Yeah. Suits gave me a chuckle. I was like, yeah,
Aw,
I'll try that.
Oh, Suits give me that false confidence.
Suits is setting you
Yeah,
up.
your Suits his boss. He has to laugh.
I gotta ask somebody else.
That's how we laugh at Kevin's jokes.
That's right.
We have to.
We have to. Kevin will backhand me.
They bring me in here with false confidence all the time. That bit's gonna kill, Kev. Go for it.
I see now. Fourth joke. Why did Fergie take a pregnancy test?
I don't know. Why did she take a pregnancy test?
Because she was 2,000 and late.
I like Fergie.
That's funny, right? Come on. People in the place. People in the place.
And final one. What happened when the guy crashed into the vagina?
Denny's. What time is it?
I don't know what happened.
He ate it hard.
Oh boy. Well,
Quickly, move on.
Oh my God.
Put some music.
Move along.
hit the button. It's not working. It's not working. No, just kidding.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Oh yeah, we always love these fun little comments that we get, either through email, sometimes social media, chat room, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, we got haters.
Is there a worse forum that you've seen? The texting's pretty bad. People get real honest with the texting.
Yeah, I know you said YouTube is a place where we get a lot of interesting comments about us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's so much content up there. You never know when a hateful comment comes up to some of our older videos. I was checking them out over the weekend, and there are a lot of them.
A lot of hate.
Yeah, a lot.
A lot of hate.
So nice. So nice.
Don't read the comments, baby. I say that all the time.
We're about to right now.
Okay, so here we go. This is what we call the KVJ hate song with some of your fun comments.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
That sucks. That sucks. That stinks.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
Anyone who ever believed in Kevin was wrong. When your show gets canceled, nobody is going to miss your creepy looking ass.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
Maybe if Virginia ate all of her makeup, she might be beautiful on the inside. I hope your husband brings a hot date to your funeral.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
Why does Jason look like he's aging at an alarming rate? It looks like he has some kind of sickly medical condition. I liked him better when he was funny and not old and pathetic.
Oh, dang.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
I can't believe anyone would actually marry producer Denny's. He looks like he hasn't brushed his teeth since he was 10 years old.
Oh.
He also has a terrible speaking voice. Fire Denny's.
You hate us, you hate us.
Right,
You
what are you
hate
talking
the
about?
KVJ show.
That sucks.
All right, there you go.
All right, I feel great.
Oh, yeah.
That was a pretty rough one.
Yeah, fun stuff. Well, something that I hate, high fives. And you know what today is? National High Five Day.
Oh, yeah.
Why do we have a day for this?
We're gonna do a social experiment today.
Yeah, okay, good. I think we should.
So how should we do the social experiment? Do I just walk up to random strangers and go, "Hey, what's up, man?" and give them a high five and see if they do it?
Yeah, and I was even thinking about one thing that we could possibly do with this that might be kind of fun is going into certain places. Like, let's say that you went into a McDonald's and you were there, you're like going, Big Mac, high five. Would they leave you hanging, or would people react and give you a high five? Because the thing I've noticed is the weird, compelling feeling to give somebody a high five when they put their hand out there. And there's one guy, and I'll tell you who he is later, but he has this thing that was kind of like a double whammy. He would crack these jokes that were not funny, that a lot of times were kind of like about how awesome he was. But yeah. And he had kind of like one of those third-person kind of nicknames. So he was doing a lot of annoying things all at once. And this might be the sole reason why I hate high fives so much. He would crack a joke, using himself in the third person. It wasn't funny. Then he would laugh at his joke, and then he would go, high five, high five. And
what was
and I was
his
just like,
what was his
don't give me a high
nickname?
five because I don't like, there's everything you're doing right now. I can't, and this is like I'm endorsing it. This is kind of like an exclamation point on how annoying and awful this is. And I'm like, okay, high five, because I didn't know what else to do.
What was his nickname?
I'll tell you all later.
Okay.
He does have a nickname, actually, oddly enough.
Okay, I thought, okay.
Yeah, he does. He does.
And he might be listening.
Oh.
And then he'll be crying.
Yeah.
It's not me, is it?
No, it's not you. I don't think you do this.
No, you're fine, T-Bird.
Yeah. So that might be my personal thing with high fives. But yeah, there is kind of this just weird compulsion that we have when somebody's like, high five. You're like, I don't know. It's like sometimes, I mean, because you don't want to leave somebody hanging. In fact, a lot of times people will bring it up. You know,
It's
if you
sad.
if you go for a high five, you go, don't leave me hanging.
It's a diss if you leave him hanging.
Right.
But go to just random places. Oh, cool. Get me a Big Mac. High five. Or someone's in a library. Sweet. Reading a book. High five.
Or it's your germ-phobic coworker. High five.
I love it. I think we'll have great fun.
Yeah, you know what I think? Here's what maybe we can do with this. We got a couple places here that are relatively close, and maybe we can send Jaybird out for a quick little experiment here. We'll get somebody on the line. You describe the person, the situation that it's in. You'd be like, I'm going in for a high five. Do you think they'll give it? And if they guess correctly, yes or no, I'll give them concert tickets.
Oh. Wow. Look at this. Okay. You want to go to the gas station we always go to?
Yes, we will definitely go there.
Go there until they kick you out because they know our act.
I will definitely get kicked out, and I will probably get punched.
Yeah, you don't even have to buy anything. You just want to be like, high five.
You want me in or out?
Huh?
You want me in or outside of the establishment?
You could find somebody in the parking lot. You could
Yeah.
find somebody inside.
Sometimes the best characters are lingering around the gas pumps.
I would know
Agreed.
if you. Okay, imagine this: if you're pumping gas, and somebody comes up, it's like high five. Do you give them a high five, or you're like,
Now,
I know I don't want to, but would you give it?
What if you start off with this? Go, oh yeah, pumping gas, pump it, and then high five.
I don't know. Should he talk too much before? Should he just be like, I don't know, or be like, high five?
I kind of like it when he talks a lot
Okay.
because he embarrasses himself.
and us.
Because that actually might determine whether you're going to get the high five back or not.
I like the way you pump it.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll send Jaybird down out around the building here real quick just to try. We'll try 2 or 3 of them. Mary J. Blige and Nas tickets is what we got for you.
Ooh, good ticket.
We'll get him on the line. He'll describe who he's about to go in for the high five for, and then we'll be like, okay, is he going to get a return high five, yes or no, based on the description you get? You can kind of almost tell if people are going to give you a high five or not. So Mary J. Blige and Nas, we'll get to those tickets coming up here in a few.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news.
Yeah, what?
So many people on meth. Ow!
Guess he meant well? I guess. That seems like the natural thing to do. You come home and you think your husband's been kidnapped. That's what Victor Hensley did in Port St. Lucie.
Uh-oh, Victor.
Called the cops, said, my husband has been kidnapped. Turns out, Victor was just a little too paranoid. He hadn't been kidnapped. Victor was on meth. And then as the cops are there questioning this Victor who's on meth about his supposedly kidnapped husband, his husband shows up.
Oh,
At the
no.
house.
Oh, no.
And here's the plot twist, Virginia. Victor's husband got arrested.
For what?
Oh, it turns out he actually had drugs in his backpack. So, Victor, who's high on meth, calls the cops about his kidnapped husband. When they show up to question him about it, the husband shows up and then gets arrested because he has meth too in his backpack.
If you're like Victor's husband, you're like, really, dude? Why did you call the cops?
Thanks for the concern, but... A woman in Iowa went to jail to turn herself in for an outstanding warrant last week. But again was done in by meth. Don't take meth with you to the courthouse to turn yourself in for an outstanding warrant. Do you get a pattern here that maybe meth makes you really stupid, Virginia?
Yeah, why would anybody ever want to do meth?
Exactly.
It sounds horrible.
You do really dumb things. Now, I don't know. Is it the person or is it the meth?
It's probably a combo.
Probably. You ever taken one of those little things where you go out, you do like a little test run with the car, test drive?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, I remember one time I did a test drive. one of our great KVJ listeners, Dan. My wife kidnapped him, started running errands. 3 hours later.
Dan told me about that. He couldn't believe it. He's never had anybody try to go pick up their dry cleaning and run their errands while they were on a test drive.
We kidnapped him.
With his BMW, like for the dealership.
Yeah. We laugh about that like all the time. Every time I'm driving, every time I see Dan, I'm always like going, because at some point I look in the back seat and I'm like, dude, I don't know what's going on. You just got kidnapped.
Dan is cool, though. He's from New Orleans. He's going to roll with it.
He was totally chill about it. But this guy, not so much. There's a car salesman in Tennessee that offered to give a ride home to a client earlier this month. But then, little twist on this one, he kidnapped him. Forced him to take out $200,000 from the bank and then made him smoke crack.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my gosh, indeed.
What the hell just happened?
What the hell just happened? The FBI just tracked down the salesman in Texas, and now he's facing kidnapping and robbery charges.
Cheesy peasy.
Oh, yeah. Did you hear about this lady, the 65-year-old great-grandma in Gainesville that stopped a 300-pound man from stealing her car on Sunday by hitting him in the head with a baseball bat?
Get it, lady? Oh my gosh.
She ain't playing.
She's our hero.
Yeah, dude actually took off running. The cops tracked him down, arrested him. Yeah, Granny don't play.
I grabbed my bat. I braced myself. I took that bat and hit him upside the Paya! He said, oh! He got a big knot on his head. He was in his drawers. He didn't have no shoes on, no shirt, or nothing. He better be glad I didn't have a gun, because I would have shot him. But this is my gun right here, because I was going, Paya!
Get him, girl.
I like that, huh?
Feisty Granny, don't mess.
Oh, she does not mess. That's some fun stuff. Well, this is kind of a weird twist in a story. There's a guy in Texas who got diagnosed with cancer 5 years ago, and he beat it.
Good for him.
Then after he beat it, he went and did a DNA test just to try to find out if he was predisposed to any other illnesses. And guess what?
What?
He ended up finding out that a guy he'd been friends with for 12 years was his half-brother.
No way.
Right, huh?
That's crazy.
That's crazy, right?
Good for him.
So crazy, right? That's absolutely nuts. That's kind of a cool little twist there on the story. And here's something else, too. Watch out. If you ever have to go to the ER, don't wear that Rolls Royce.
Or
the
Rolex.
Yeah. Don't wear a Rolls Royce. Yeah.
You can wear a Rolls Royce. You are crafty.
That would be amazing, yes. There was a woman who had to go to the ER, had a Rolex on, and as she was getting her valuables after leaving the ER,
they give it to you back in a bag with all your stuff, your clothes.
She got everything but the Rolex.
Whoopsie.
Yes. They found out that apparently the ER nurse had taken it and sold it to a pawn shop.
Girl, what are you doing? I mean, there's so many cameras in a pawn shop.
Right.
And you have to give them your license.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about an idiot. Everybody knows you sell it on the black market.
Right? Hello?
Duh.
Yeah, she said that she needed the money to pay bills and move her family to North Carolina, but...
Well, now you're not moving nowhere. You're going to jail.
That's right. Today is National High Five Day. Now, some people love them. Somebody texted in. They said, I love the high five. I work with kids, and it is a great opener.
Aw, yeah, kids love a high five.
Yeah, they do. Somebody else had the question here. Is it appropriate to high five after sex? Great job. High five. I don't know. Hey, Jaybird, do you think it's appropriate to high five after sex?
I'm a knuckle bump kind of man.
Oh, okay. That's a good one. Yeah, I don't think we have a National Knuckle Bump Day.
Is it hard for Chewy to knuckle bump you?
Hey, you do not take away the innocence of my dog. Quit saying that I'm sleeping with my dog.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
He doesn't like that, Virginia.
I take it back.
People are starting to question things.
Okay, we got a social experiment going on here for National High Five Day. Jaybird is out around the radio station. He's going to find somebody, let us know where he is, describe the person, and then you've got to guess whether or not when he walks up to him, will they give him a high five or not.
Got it.
A lot of people feel compelled to do it. Some people will call you out, big, hey, don't leave me hanging, bro. Come on, high five, right? Me, I don't know if I'd ever really... it's very rare that I'm ever like, yes, I really feel like this moment calls for a high five and I want a high five.
So normally when we go over to this gas station, we look for the most squirrely people to have fun with. But this might be one of the things where we want to look like the most pristine person that doesn't want to touch Jay Bird.
Yeah, it just kind of like depends upon, where he goes with this. And that's why you got to listen carefully, because in the description is probably the clue whether or not Jay Bird is going to get a high five or not. Okay, we got Christine on here first to play for the concert tickets from Lantana. Hello, Christine.
Hello.
Okay, Jay Bird, where are you at the gas station?
Yes, sir. I'm at the gas station, and there's a man in a very creepy white conversion van, and he looks like a Randy Pennington doppelganger, but a little bit older.
He looks like your dad?
A little bit. Do you want me to go in right now?
Yeah, well, let's get Christine's guess here. He's going to go in for a high five. Christine, do you think Jay Bird gets a high five from this guy?
Yes, I do.
Okay, she's going for a high five. If you guess correctly, you get concert tickets. All right, Jay Bird, let's see what you get here.
Doing it right now. Hey, sir, what's going on, man? How's it going? Hey, high five. High five. Yeah. Okay. I got a high five.
Nice job.
Okay, was there...
It was confusing. He didn't know what was going on. In fact, he kind of grabbed my hand. It was very awkward.
So wait, you were holding hands with him?
I have done that. That is the most awkward thing. Somebody tries to give you a high five, and then for some reason I grab their hand, and now you're locked in there, and it's even more awkward.
He was trying to pull you in the conversion van.
So it's like we're champions kind of thing. I don't know what we're doing. We're now locked in a high five. Oh, that's the worst thing ever. Okay.
Some random girl just came up to me and gave me a high five. She gave me a high five.
Aw, she's probably listening.
I know.
Well, it's National High Five Day. What do you expect?
Aw.
Okay, we're going to send Jay Bird out for another one. Christine, you won tickets because you guessed correctly here today. You got Mary J. Blige and Nas tickets at Coral Sky Amphitheater on July 11th, okay?
Great. Thank you so much.
See how easy that was?
So easy.
I think everybody's going to give you a high five. Don't you think, Virginia? Or
I
are we
don't
going to get
know.
somebody who's going to turn down the high five?
There's people here that we work with that are germ-phobic that would definitely turn him down.
Okay, Jay Bird, right now, 1 for 1 on our social experiment here. Will everyone give you a high five on National High Five Day? Jay Bird, find another location and then call us back, okay, bud?
Okay. I'm locked and loaded, ready to go.
Oh, you're... Oh, well, then let's go with another one here. What the heck? I mean, while we're on, that's why we got a hot hand. Okay.
We're killing.
All right, we got Sean on here from Riviera Beach. Okay, hello, Sean.
Hello.
Okay, Jay Bird, let's get the description of who you're about to try to get a high five from.
A female police officer.
Oh.
This is balls.
Okay, this is a twist.
Yeah.
This is a twist.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Y'all don't have any narcotics on you, do you?
I can't confirm or deny that.
He's either going to get a high five or tase.
Is it bad I'm going for the latter?
Sean, what do you think? Is he going to get a high five from a cop?
I don't think so.
Okay, she's going with a no. All right, Jay Bird, let's go in. Let's see if you can get this high five.
I am going to get a Twix candy bar.
Okay.
All right. High five, officer. High five. All right. Thank you very much. I would recommend... Oh, thank you. All right. I would try the Butterfinger. All right. And, yeah, I got one.
All right. But it was not a match, though.
Yeah.
It sounded like...
High five to everybody.
It sounded like you got a conversation on that as well.
High five out to everybody.
Now he started. You know what? It's kind of like when you do the wave at a stadium. Everybody starts doing it. And now they got the high fives going on all over the place. What did that officer say to you, Jay Bird?
She said she looked at me and gave me we're talking candy. We're by the candy aisle.
Mm-hmm.
And I gave her a high five. So I said, hey, I got a high five on the finger. And she gave me a high five. The guys in the parking lot were giving me high fives. Now it's turning into quite a love fest out here.
Wow. He's going all throughout the racetrack, just high fiving everything. It's National High Five Day, baby. Yeah. All right. Today, National High Five Day. So I guess everybody see, yeah, high five, high five. Do people always give you a high five back, though, if you're a stranger? A lot of times your high fives are with people you at least have some kind of rapport with. That's what we're trying to find out here today. Jay Bird so far with perfect strangers. One of them being a cop, 2 for 2. No one turned down the high five. And somebody even texted in this fun little fact here. Did you know that if you both look at the other person's elbow while you high five, it'll be a perfect high five every time?
Really?
That's what. I don't know. Somebody said that in. I don't know. They said
For
that's
alignment purposes?
Apparently so. I don't know.
I have trouble with the high five, especially after like drinks. That's what it seems like. I'm always stuck in some high five with some guy who's drunk and I'm drunk, and then we try to do it and we don't connect and we just hit like our pinkies and it's awkward.
Well, the worst thing ever is when you don't connect at all and you miss. And then, we used to always do that joke where we would say something like really awful, and be like going, yeah, high five. And then the person, it looked like they were giving a yes to it by high fiving. And so that would be kind of like a lot of awful stuff I can't even say on the radio. Would be going, yeah, high five. And you'd be going,
something vulgar.
Yes. And then you wouldn't even know it, You'd be going, yeah, like, hey, I like to touch myself in a pro. Yeah, high five. Yeah, high. And
I just touched my junk. High five.
And then you're like, hey, wait, what? So Jaybird is out there right now. Here's the fun little game we're playing for concert tickets. You got to guess if he will successfully get a high five or not. We're 2 for 2 on the high five. Just say, I think it's easier just to say yes. Our last contestant said they thought it was going to be a no on the cop, and he did get a high five from a cop.
I mean, that's pretty good because cops usually don't like to touch weirdos. And
well, they might think, who knows what you're trying to do.
Yeah. Is this some kind of setup with this weird guy?
You're at a gas station. Yeah.
He has holes in his jacket.
Yeah. So we got Jaybird back on here. Hello, Jaybird.
Oh, I'm here. I'm ready to go.
Are you still at the gas station?
Yes, I am. There's just so many people here, and a lot of people are in good moods today, Kev.
Yeah,
it's National High Five Day.
Your last high five, it sounded like you kind of like just kicked off a whole wave of high fives. How many? We've only known of 2, definitely on the radio. How many high fives would you say you've given out there so far?
I don't want to sound braggy, but I've gotten 6.
Wow. Okay, you're right. So it's starting right here at the racetrack, and who knows where this is going to end up today.
It's a movement.
Donna's on here from Boca. Hello, Donna.
Hi.
Okay, Jaybird, give us a description of the person you're going to try to get your next high five from.
We got a guy guzzling down a ton of coffee and chain smoking, kind of pacing around. I don't know. He definitely looks like he could use a high five.
Would you say he's going through something right now?
I don't know. He's hitting the ciggies hard.
He's hitting the ciggies hard, but you said, and he's guzzling down coffee. So are both of his hands occupied at the moment?
Yeah, they are actually. That's a good point, Kevin. Not my best work.
Oh.
Okay, well, this is a different challenge now. You got a guy with a coffee in one hand, a ciggy in the other, pacing back and forth, possibly going through something stressful. Does this guy give up a high five?
Does Jason get burned by the ciggy?
Oh, this is a whole new difficulty level here. Yeah, I mean, either way, he could smack the coffee on the guy. I mean, there's a lot of things that could go wrong with this
This is
one.
a level of difficulty of a 4.
Yeah.
I don't know if you work well past a 3.
Wow. Okay.
Guys, I think he's running away from me.
Okay, all right, we got to catch up with him.
Chase him.
Donna, do you think Jaybird's going to get this high five?
You got to go.
I hope so.
Okay, she says, I hope so. Jaybird, give it a shot. Can you make it happen?
I have to. I'm now chasing him.
Chase him.
After him.
Chase him.
Oh, this is at a whole new level.
He is. I am now a stalker. Hey, man, what's up? Hey, yeah, cigarettes. High five. High five. Okay, all right. And no high five, and he's looking at me, and I'm running away.
Oh.
No high five.
No high five. You know, I thought you might get him too because it sounded like on this end you went cigarettes, high five. Like you went for something like he would give a high five for cigarettes because he loves cigarettes. Is that how you played it?
That was exactly how I played it, Kev. I go, yo, cigarettes, yeah, high five. And looked at me. He kind of looked at me for a couple seconds, didn't say anything at all. I had my hand up, and he didn't give me the high five. I then took the time to abort the situation, and I'm now back on foot, back at the gas station.
Okay, all right.
The guy had to be like, that was the weirdest.
The people who work here, they definitely think I am going through something myself.
Well, you would be like about 5 other people in that parking lot. There are a lot of
Oh,
people
yeah.
always at the
Oh.
racetrack going through. You're not the first person at that racetrack that's been going through something.
They're used to weirdos.
Oh, yeah.
Trust me. Every time I am there pumping gas, somebody comes up to me and has something to say, and it's usually squirrely.
Hands down, would you say if you had to put the epicenter of weird in South Florida, is it that racetrack? What is the weirdest place in South Florida? Is there a place weirder?
It's
More
pretty
weird.
weird. It is very weird. I think all up and down 45th Street is weird. From the water to the west, it is weird.
Jaybird, you know weird. What would you say is the weirdest place in South Florida?
Without a doubt, my townhouse.
Well, that's because of you. The weirdest place that you're not the cause of the weirdness.
So there's a place in Lake Park, and I'm not sure if it's still like this, but it's called Kelsey Park, and there's some bizarre crud going on. I know it's back in the 80s and 90s.
Oh, wait. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, what were we saying back in the 80s and 90s?
I think I'm off. I think I got cut off, Denny's.
I know you're right here.
Hello? Are you doing that trick?
Hello? We
Hello?
can't hear you. Hello, Jaybird.
I think we're all teams.
Hello, Jaybird.
Hold on. Why don't you? Do you want something to drink?
They're going to get food.
I love this. He's like, okay, we're off the air. The bit's over. I'm going to go. Yeah, let's keep listening. Let's see how long he stays on here.
They're going to get squirt.
Yeah. What are they doing here? Hello, Jaybird. He's not listening, but the phone's still on. What do you think he's doing?
Yeah, well, that's fine.
Oh, man.
Oh, we lost him.
He went to go get squirt. Okay. Boy, 2 out of 3 people missed that. We had 2 misses and 1 correct. He was able to get 2 high fives out of 3 tries. So there you go.
I thought he was going to get all the high fives. It was flowing.
Well, the last one was tough because the guy had both hands full and he might have been going through something.
And Jaybird was chasing him.
You're right. You're right. So there you go. Fun little experiment. Anybody can play today. Today is National High Five Day. And I am kind of curious. What would you say is the weirdest place in South Florida? I still think I'm sticking with the racetrack, but is there a place where more weird people and weird things congregate? There's a lot of weird Walmarts, too.
A lot of weird Walmarts, a lot of weird shady parks.
Okay.
Jaybird's right about the park thing.
He said Kelsey Park.
You see some weird stuff going on in your more squirrely parks.
Okay. I want to get your thoughts on that. What is the weird, and boy, we're known for weird. South Florida is. My nomination is for the racetrack, 45th Street, West Palm Beach, weirdest place in South Florida.
You got to put it in the mix.
Yeah, I mean,
sure.
but this is my epicenter. You know, I think everybody in South Florida, wherever you are, you've got your epicenter, and we all pretty much stay within a 5-mile vicinity of that epicenter unless you've got to commute to work.
I remember this one guy at that park I was talking about, Kelsey Park. This guy pooped, and then he was throwing it on the bathroom wall. And, you know, you have to call the cops for stuff like that. Things like that would happen.
A lot of the parks, I'm getting a lot of people talking about different parks in South Florida that are really just weird, sketchy. You never know what's going on there.
I used to live right by the Blue Heron Bridge.
Yeah.
And there is always something sketchy going around the Blue Heron Bridge, either on the bridge, at the foot of the bridge, under the bridge.
So the under the bridge thing's a real thing. When we did that one social experiment, I was homeless for 24 hours, and I was in this area, the West Palm kind of area. There were so many people who live and stay under bridges, and if they claim that territory, they get really upset if they think you're trying to move in on them.
Yeah.
Some guy basically want to fight me under.
Really?
Yeah.
Some of the nominations people are sending in right now via text for the weirdest place in South Florida. Somebody said the swap shop on Sunrise is definitely one of the weirdest. Somebody else said the main bus station off Broward Boulevard and Andrews, always a circus show there. Somebody said Hollywood, Florida, just period. That whole place is wacky.
I agree.
Hollywood,
Weird.
Florida. Hollyweird is without a doubt the weirdest place in South Florida. Somebody said one of the weirdest places you can go on a Saturday night is the Walgreens in Loxahatchee.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Apparently that attracts weird. And somebody else texted in and said, not sure if this counts as weird, but I had some random guy try to sell me weed in a park in Delray where I had actually gone to meet a different guy to buy weed.
Wow.
What is this place? Weed Park?
Denny's is curious.
Yeah. I bet he is. And on the park thing, somebody said John Prince Park in Lake Worth.
Yeah, man.
Weird stuff.
I've had park and parking lots. Weird stuff, man. And I told you there was one bit we did. We're doing something at that McDonald's parking lot over there on 45th. Two guys come up in a van. I was live on the air doing a different bit, and they asked if I wanted to buy crack. True story. Yes, back at our old station. Yeah.
Was it a deal?
We did not make a deal.
Okay, all right. Somebody else saying Jensen Beach full of crazies, so that's a weird place as well. So a couple of the nominations, got one for us. Let us know here at the KVJ Show.
Do you want to watch the KVJ Show live or on demand? Find us on youtube.com/KVJ Show.
I was looking up the TV. Apparently in England, I think they're protesting like climate change and stuff like that. And there was some dude up there, he glued himself to a train.
Oh.
Now, I'm just trying to figure out.
What kind of glue did he use?
I don't know. It just said, like, protester glues himself to a train. I'm like,
well,
how do you do that?
We glued my ass to that window right there, and it I think it held up. I think we used Gorilla Glue, if I'm correct. And
so what do you do in a protest? Do you have to get a solvent to try to get them? How do you get a protester off a train when they've glued themselves to it?
You would have to get a solvent that breaks down the super glue.
Or just,
rip it
off. Kind of like what Denny's did for me getting me off there. I think that's why I ain't getting no ass. I left it on the window.
Is that the most brilliant move ever, or is that the dumbest move ever?
To glue yourself on a train?
Gluing yourself to a train. Is that a great move or a bad move?
If they can't find a solvent quickly, then it's a great move.
But if the train takes off, whether they're like, going screw that hippie, I don't care.
Oh, they're not. They won't.
The train will not take off. They can't.
So you shut down the entire commute, I guess, for the city for the day?
I think at least until they can get you off the train.
So I guess you get people's attention, right?
Yeah. And that's what they want. They want attention, and they don't care how they get it. And so in his eyes, and for
it's a win.
And I have no idea what the cause is for. What would you say they're protesting?
It's climate change.
Okay, yeah. For his group, it's going to be a win.
Okay. That's pretty impressive. I've seen that. Yeah, like they'll come in. Sometimes they'll chain themselves to buildings, but then they get, like bolt cutters, and then like you're free. And
they're free quickly because they have the bolt cutters in their police car.
Right. Yeah.
But
so maybe
solvent? Do they drive around with the solvent?
That's a new. Okay. So maybe this is most brilliant thing ever for protesters. This is a new day. Now cops are going to start carrying around solvents to try to unstick protesters.
Don't get it on your skin. I was trying to glue a knick-knack together the other night, and I got super glue on my fingers. It took me like 3 days to get it off.
Okay.
Oh, no, the things I've super glued to my body, no, it works. That stuff, if it's on there for 5 seconds, it's sticking to you.
Yes.
And so when you glued your butt to the window, it stuck.
Yeah.
I believe so. I felt like it was on there, and I felt like it did rip a bit.
Ooh,
no, I mean, that was kind of gross.
Sexy. Butt scabs.
Butt skin.
No, I swear, honey, it was for the show. He's trying to hook up and has butt scabs.
My butt's
hot.
My butt is pristine right now. You want to
Prove
check?
it?
All right, here we go.
Let's see. I don't know if I buy
never
it.
looked
You
better,
do
huh?
not want to see my butt.
I kind of do.
No, I really have a terrible butt.
Come on.
No.
Please.
Have you ever officially protested anything?
Yeah.
Like gone out and really protest. I know we've done goofy stuff. We've gone out there and tried to get in the mix of some protests because it's always fun because you got agitated people with signs. Whenever you do, that's just always that's a recipe for great
just
fun.
Getting in the mix with them and then having the opposite opinion of whatever they're so passionate.
No matter what it
the
is,
anti-protester.
it's
going to be
fun.
good.
Yeah, that's always a good formula for a good time. But yeah, protesting itself. Yeah, have you ever protested anything and was it successful? I mean, how do you mark the success of climate change? I guess that maybe your government might sign whatever, treaties there are, pacts, be tougher on businesses they feel are polluting the environment. I guess is a win for them. But
I protested something in high school, but clearly I didn't remember the cause. I was only doing it to hook up with a girl.
Okay. True motivation, yeah. Just kind of curious what you've done. Oh, yeah, somebody's reminding us you did a protest to the Kardashians.
That was a worthwhile protest.
It was unsuccessful, I believe.
Yeah.
It was. Well, I gave up. I'm going to kick that back up. Yeah, all right. Thank you for reminding me we will have signs in here tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Somebody said I stood out in front of a PETA protest once with a barbecue, and I started cooking burgers and hot dogs. Needless to say, they were pissed.
Oh, my gosh,
Yeah.
Oh, you like to stir it up.
Yeah, you have balls.
The anti-protester. Somebody said, yeah, back in high school, I joined a protest after the administration decided to go healthy and remove all the soda machines. And he only did it, too, to get out of classes for the day.
I don't even drink soda.
Somebody else texted and said, in 6th grade, they took away our recess, and the next day we sat on the lawn and refused to go into the school and ended up on the news.
Wow.
Okay.
So they took away recess not for bad behavior. They just took it out because they didn't want.
They just said it's not necessary, and the kids are like, "No, we're not going to go in. We're going to sit on the lawn." They protested.
I'm with the kids on this one.
Yeah.
Recess is important, man.
Yeah, they
so
do.
is lunchtime and nap time.
You got to clear
Come
your
on.
brain. You got to get some physical activity. Got to play.
We should do recess during commercial break. Let's play together, Virginia.
Our whole show is recess. You can't take recess from recess.
Oh, but we want to play like Duck, Duck, Goose.
I really do. I love me a Mother May I.
Somebody else said junior year in high school, our school refused to allow boys to wear shorts, even though girls got to wear skirts. About 60 of us wore skirts then to school.
Oh,
the
boys did.
And then we were allowed to wear shorts after that.
I like it.
They won the protest.
They got changed.
Dang, okay. And somebody's all about doing the Kardashian protest again.
It's happening. Thank you for the good people who listen to this program for reminding me.
Please bring that one back.
KVJ Show is all over social media. Find us Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Kind of a lot of weird celestial things going on this weekend. I was reading something about there's supposed to be a pink moon, but it's not going to be pink. It's just some name of something. It sounds like a bunch of nothing, but
Tomorrow's the full moon.
I don't know,
Yeah.
Mama. It was looking real full this morning.
Well, that's how it goes, Bird. Every day before the full moon, it looks more and more like a full moon.
Don't you have to witch-explain me the moon? I understand.
she totally just did. She just space-splained
I was
you.
just telling her, I was like, yeah, man, it's almost here. No, screw you and your moon.
You said that there's going to be some kind of asteroid flying between us and the moon?
What?
This is what it says. It says asteroid to fly past Earth closer than the moon tomorrow. Scientists warn.
Why would you hear about this now? Why
I
does this
don't
stuff
know.
always happen because that seems pretty close, right?
Yeah,
The
in
moon-
between us and the moon?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's not far at all.
It says it will fly past a speed of 3.5 miles per second at a 7.39. That's even boring for me.
You put yourself to sleep.
Yeah,
That's a
it's
little too
British
much.
time, and I don't know. Yeah, but
British time.
they're saying that an asteroid is going to be coming close to Earth.
That's kind of horrifying for me because when I was a kid, I used to watch this cartoon, and it was all about this asteroid, and it went right by planet Earth and did something. I don't know, threw the tides out of whack, and it, took away our atmosphere or something like that. And then everything started to mutate, and there's this weird world. And wherever his name was Thundar the Barbarian, and wherever he would gallop on his weird mutated horse, you would see like the Eiffel Tower, but it'd be leaning over. They had, like how they do that stuff where it's the post-apocalyptic, world.
Everything is chaos.
But as a kid, that made an impression on me. So when he says things about okay, we got one of those asteroids where it's going to be flying between the Earth, I think it's Thundar the Barbarian. And here, Jaybird's going to play the entire cartoon for you off of his laptop.
Sorry, you got me. You sold it well, man. I forgot my volume was up, but I was like, "This sounds kind of cool." Mutating animals.
So while I'm talking, you're going to go watch it?
You're so good.
I'm going to tune you out
Right.
so I can go watch Thundar the Barbarian.
While we're doing this job, while you're doing radio, I'm going to stop listening to you and contributing to the show to watch cartoons.
Ooh, shiny.
Yeah.
Dog.
You can't keep his focus.
Quit selling it so hard and good. You're selling
That's
it.
really just what happened.
No, I just want.
It's like, I'm out of this. I'm going to go watch Thundar the Barbarian.
You sold it, and then there was this rabbit hole of other cartoons.
Kevin needs you. Can you stay here?
Clearly, I need
Good
Kevin.
Lord. Wow. All right, here we go. Before we get to that after the show podcast, Jaybird has got some wisdom and his thought for the day here.
I do want a little FYI before I get into the thought of the day. I tried the new Sprite / lemonade. They're calling it Limonade. Big fail. Oh, I mean, just not a very good soda.
So your thought is don't get this soda.
Don't get this soda. That's just a little commentary.
Why'd you stray from your squirt?
I know.
You're a man of squirt.
Let's get positive. Be not afraid of growing slowly. Be afraid of only standing still. This lemonade is terrible. Not a good
What was
soda.
that quote?
I get it. I can
It was a
tell.
2-for-1, Virginia.
Oh, stink
You get a free
bomb.
quote when you buy this
talking
bad
about?
soda.
Oh.
Bird. You know how you hear people on the radio and you're like, I wonder what they look like when they're saying that. I wish I could see them. Well, you can. We're right there on youtube.com/KVJ show.